Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the test account. New patches up, which means we have a new Graveborn hero. Let's run through his skills and abilities and see exactly what he was looking like. So the picture we had yesterday was kind of interesting to see, and it looks like that is the case, guys. Those are the shoulders. It looks like that is the head. I didn't know exactly what it was going to look like, but he is really cool looking as the Bonesmith. Let's run through these skills and abilities. Looking here, Spellbound, and he is support. Pretty shocking that he is going to be a support. So he hides in the darkness and becomes untargetable while manipulating the allied hero with the highest attack rating as a puppet for 16 seconds. That's a long duration, guys, for that ability. He sacrifices the current health of other allied heroes, granting the puppet a spirit shield. The spirit shield cannot be dispelled and can protect the puppet against control effects while under manipulation. If the shield is broke, Ivan will manifest early and stop manipulating the puppet while losing his max health. While hiding in the darkness, Ivan can acquire up to 800 energy points, so he's not going to be able to be targeted. When no allied heroes can be chosen as a puppet, Ivan instead receives a spirit shield. So very cool, guys. So this is a massive Mahira crowd control effect, is what it seems like. I'm not sure if the allied hero that's going to be interesting because it manipulates the allied hero with the highest attack rating. Huh? That's going to be interesting. So essentially, you're going to have a 4-on-1 situation. I'm kind of thinking of a Lero with that. We're going to have to see exactly how this works. While being manipulated, a puppet receives additional attack rating and haste, which is going to be awesome. Another, 60% of the attack rating and 60% of his haste. When manipulation ends, 100% of the remaining shield is converted into health, returned evenly to allied heroes if a shield is broke. Sacrifices 10% of the current health of all allied heroes and replenishes a spirit shield equal to 2000% of the attack rating and total health sacrifice. This can be triggered one time per battle. Interesting ability there, guys, with that ultimate. All right, the Art of Agony. Each time an allied hero other than a puppet receives damage equal to 5% of the maximum health, they recover 20 points for Ivan, 30, and then it goes to 50. While being manipulated by Ivan, a puppet receives 6 additional points of crit rating. Wow, so he is going to buff crit rating for every 100 energy points that he possesses. That's pretty strong, guys. That means he's probably going to be in a lot of the boss formations that we see because you're going to amplify that crit rating in there, which is going to be very cool. Skeletal Squire. Ivan sculpts one skeletal squire in an allied half of the battlefield every 5 seconds. Wow. Square inherits 100% of the attack rating, health equal to 300% of the attack rating, 50% of the other attributes. Squire dies when its health is exhausted or 4 seconds after it's sculpted. So essentially, there's going to be 1 second when it's not there. The square actively attacks a nearby enemy with 100% of the attack rating while taunting nearby enemies. So it's almost like a tank. For 1 second, when the square perishes, it deals 300 damage. Wow, to nearby enemies. So it is an AoE with a nearby enemy. When an allied hero dies, Ivan immediately sculpts the skeletal square where the hero dies. That's kind of crazy, guys. That's almost like a summoner. That they're going to continue to build these. When an allied hero dies, sculpts an enchanted squire with double attack rating. Enemy hero dies, Ivan sculpts one squire. That can only be triggered once every 5 seconds. When the squire dies, he gets energy. Then all squires' haste is further increased. When a squire dies, enemy dealing damage loses 300 energy and are stunned. Wow. Guys, this is going to be super, super interesting to see. And then the final one, guys, the captive audience. Each time Ivan hides in the darkness, he selects the nearest enemy hero as the audience. The selected audience then flees erratically in panic for 3 seconds. So again, another form of crowd control. The audience's defense rating is reduced by 35 up to 35 of the attack rating. So that's a massive defense reduction there too. Control is extended to 6 seconds. When the control ends, the enemy hero releases from the panic audience state as their haste reduced by 35 points. So again, gonna nerf some haste there, and he looks awesome. He really does look awesome. So he's got the bone knife. When Ivan hides when Ivan hides into the darkness, he sacrifices 2% of the current health of other allied heroes every 2 seconds and replenishes the shield for 90% of the total health sacrificed. Then increases the portion of the shield to 120, increases it to 150. When other allied heroes sacrifice health, a puppet receives 100 energy points. This guy is going to be very, very cool to see. Ivan hides in the darkness, sacrifices 8% of the current health of the audience every 2 seconds to replenish the puppet shield for an equal value. The health sacrificed each time will not exceed 200%. Then during manipulation, damage received by the puppet is reduced by 50%. That is a massive damage reduction right there, guys. Let's see what he looks like in here. Visually, he looks awesome. He does look very, very awesome. All right, so he's there, support in the back. There's the little puppet you can see, or the little summon guy. So now he is in control of this hero. This is who he has, and he still summons those little skeletons that are blowing up, guys. There we go. So he is back. So the manipulation has ended. Boom, there it is again. See his little hands right there. And look, still summoning these little AoE guys. And he's got more than one of them up back there. You can see one's right there because somebody died. Wow. That is pretty cool. Let's try him in the combat. Let's see who we got here. They're going to come over. Let me put support just back here. And who do we have? So you not a lot of shielding, but not a lot of healing. You know what? I'm going to try to keep it Graveborn. Let's pop our Graveborn heroes in here. In this case, he is going to puppet or going to control the awakened version of Baden. Boom. So there's the alt, and there he is on Baden. Baden gets that shield. That is very, very cool, guys. That's going to be interesting. Again, First Realm, Nightmare Corridor, things of that nature. This is going to be a hero that's going to buff up a lot of other things. That is a pretty cool ability. In 16 seconds, like I said, that's a big part. That's a long time within this game, guys, with the manipulation. So he's even shielding the heroes. So if you have a frontline hero such as Baden, as long as you can keep them up when the shield goes on there, it's going to help. Even if the shield is broken, that's going to make a big difference when it comes to that shielding aspect once you get him to alt. And then, of course, guys, the skeletal squires are pretty cool to see that he just keeps them up pretty much the whole entire time and can have multiple ones up. But all right, guys, so that'll do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of Ivan the Bonesmith. And as always, thank you guys for watching.